Hello video editors. Welcome to Solly Tutorials. Want to become a professional video editor? This is a great step. Well done for deciding to learn with this complete Filmora 13 video editing course. Filmora 13 is the king of video editors, with all the tools you need and more. I've been using it for over 7 years, and I've taught and helped many people learn it too. In this free course, I'll show you everything you need to know to become a perfect video editor, from basic to advanced techniques. I'll also teach you tips and tricks for Filmora 13 and video editing in general. We'll cover everything from importing and exporting videos to super slow motion, speed ramping, color matching, color correction, green screen removal and replacement, background removal without green screen, and object removal. We'll also learn how to use advanced AI portrait and smart cutout tools, AI masking, AI image stylizer, motion tracking, stabilization, lens correction, photo and video animations, transitions, effects, titles, VFX text, and more. Of course, no video editing course would be complete without covering intros and outros, stickers, split screens, background music, sound effects, and AI music generation. We'll cover all of that too. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about stock footage. I'll reveal some interesting footage about Filmora's stock media partners. We'll also cover creating and customizing 3D text, and I'll share some very important tips and tricks to help you avoid common video editing obstacles. I'll even show you some software settings that will help your system perform better and enable smoother video editing. Finally, I'll teach you how to create custom thumbnails and export videos for different devices with the best settings. We've covered a lot in this course, but we've tried to teach Filmora 13 in depth. I hope it fulfills your dream of taking your video editing confidence level from 0 to hero. So, without further ado, let's dive right in and save you some precious time. Now, let me walk you through the process of color correction and color matching in Filmora 13. I have a video on the timeline that I'm going to work on. Simply select the video, then click on the color correction tool. This opens up the color correction panel and preview panels. In the preview panel, you'll notice two screens, one for the reference and the other for the current video. Move the playhead back and forth under the reference screen to pick the color you want to apply to your current video. Once you've chosen the reference color, click the match button at the bottom of the reference screen. If the initial color match doesn't suit your preference, try experimenting with different reference colors until you find the perfect match. Matching the color might take a bit of trial and error, but rest assured, you'll find a suitable reference color. After finding the right match, click the OK button under the current video screen to apply the color match. You can also fine-tune the color match value in the color panel to enhance or tone down the result. I hope this clarifies the color matching process in Filmora 13. Now, let's dive into color correction with a new video. I've loaded a black and white video on the timeline, and will color correct it to bring in some vibrant hues. To begin color correction, navigate to the color panel and click on it. Within the color panel, you'll find various options such as Basic, HSL, Curves, and Color Wheels. Let's start by adjusting the color wheels to tailor the colors to our liking. Using a simple click and drag, you can select different colors on the wheels and manipulate the values with the accompanying slider. There are 3 distinct color wheels: highlights, midtones, and shadows, each playing a role in enhancing the color correction. As you get the hang of this color correction tutorial, You'll discover the nuances of achieving the best type of color correction. If you're feeling creative, you can even add keyframe animations to smoothly transition colors over time. Just position the playhead where you want the color animation to start, pick your desired color, and Filmora 13 will handle the rest. Now, let's explore animated color correction using keyframes in Filmora 13. Move the playhead forward or backward to set the next keyframe. For this demonstration, I'll move it forward. In this keyframe, I'll tweak the colors to my liking, creating a distinctive animation between the two keyframes. I'll reset it back since it was just for illustrative purposes. Animated color correction adds a dynamic touch, but remember, it's optional. Now, let's delve into color curves. Here, you'll encounter Y, R, G and B curves. Adjusting these curves can significantly impact your video. Rotate and position these curves according to your video's needs for effective color correction. I utilized all Y, R, G and B color curves on this video, resulting in a fantastic look. Moving on, let's fine-tune with HSL. Navigate to the HSL section. Select a color from HSL and adjust its hue, saturation, and luminance to enhance your video. Repeat the process for various HSL colors, tailoring each to achieve the best color correction result. Now, head to the basic color section. Unfold the color presets option, revealing a plethora of professional and amazing color presets. Whether you're into gaming videos, YouTube content, or any social media projects requiring color correction, these free presets are at your disposal. Scroll down to find LUT presets, working similarly to color presets. Hover over them to instantly preview effects on your video. Further down, you'll find the strength option and the skin tone protection feature. This feature, when enabled, enhances the clarity of skin tones. Filmora 13 also provides an auto white balance option, allowing you to adjust temperature, a crucial element in color correction. Fine-tune tint, vibrance, and saturation to elevate your video's color correction to the next level. These four options play a pivotal role in achieving a polished and professional color correction. If you understand how to use these tools properly, your video can truly shine. Beneath that, you also have the option to fine-tune the lighting. Remember, a well-adjusted video needs more than just color correction. It requires proper exposure, brightness, and contrast adjustments. Ensure that you've correctly adjusted these elements, and consider optional features like highlights, shadows, and whites. Moving on, there's the Adjust option, housing the Sharpen feature. This can be invaluable for enhancing both normal and lower quality videos. If you need to add sharpness, this tool is at your disposal. Below that, you'll find the vignette option, particularly useful for certain videos. If your video has dark corners, you can use vignette to remove them. Adjust roundness, size, feather, exposure, and highlight to tailor it to your video. Experimenting with these options can lead to optimal color correction, even transforming black and white videos into vibrant, colorized creations. All these features in Filmora cater to your diverse color correction needs. At the top right of the color panel, you'll notice the before and after option. It allows you to preview the results of your color correction in various views: side by side, split view, left and right view, or top and bottom screen. These views enable you to assess the transformation your color correction has made. Before delving further into your project, here's a crucial tip: save your work regularly. Unexpected computer shutdowns or software closures can lead to lost progress. To save your project, simply go to the File menu, select Save Project, choose the location on your computer, give your project a name, and click the Save button. Remember, saving every 5 minutes is a good practice to safeguard your work. You don't have to keep navigating to the Save button repeatedly. Save your work effortlessly with a simple keyboard shortcut, Ctrl+S. Now, let's delve into removing the background from any video in Filmora 13, whether it's a green screen background or without one. Filmora 13 makes background removal a breeze. I've imported 2 video clips for this demonstration, one with a green screen background and the other without. The green screen video is in the media, and I'll demonstrate how to remove and replace its background. Dragging it onto the timeline, I select the video and click on the green screen tool. Voila! The video background is removed. You can fine-tune it further with adjustments like offset, tolerance, edge thickness, and edge feather to achieve a polished background effect. Alternatively, you can directly remove the background by selecting any color in the Chroma Key's color box. Simply drag and drop the video into the top track and another video into its background track, and the background of your video will change. Feel free to add multiple background footages to enhance your video's backdrop. Now, I have another video with a black background. I drag and drop it onto the timeline, aiming to remove its background. Feel free to add multiple background footages to enhance your video's backdrop. Despite using the chroma key with different adjustments, it seems challenging. Let's explore another method. Going to the video panel and accessing the compositing tab, we find the blending box with various options. For a black background, I typically use screen or multiply options. However, in this case, they don't seem to work. Not to worry, I'll guide you through another method to remove the background, especially when dealing with mixed or challenging backgrounds. This method works even if your video has a complex or multicolored background that needs removal. To accomplish this, let's head back to the AI Tools panel. Turning on the AI Portrait option swiftly erases the harsh background, offering a cleaner look. If you need further adjustments, tweaking the edge thickness and edge feather in AI Portrait ensures an even more refined background removal. Now, let's explore how to eliminate backgrounds from objects or subjects, an effective method to handle challenging backgrounds. Enter the AI Smart Cutout tool. After dragging and dropping the video onto the timeline, a double-click opens the video settings. In the AI Tools section, ensure the Smart Cutout tool is updated to Filmora 13. Then click on its button. Utilizing the brush tool, precisely select the subject to remove its background. Fine-tune details like brush size, edge thickness, and edge feather if necessary. Then click on its button. Initiating the tracking process with the Smart Cutout tool button finalizes your subject selection. The eraser tool allows you to remove any excess parts, and the zoom level box aids in preview adjustments. Clicking Save completes the straightforward background removal process. Easily integrate other video or image footage into the background, and witness the seamless result of background removal with the Smart Cutout tool. For added flair, head to the Transform tab, where keyframe animation can be applied. Now, let's tackle the challenge of removing backgrounds from intricate videos or images in Filmora 13. Dragging and dropping an image onto the timeline featuring a standing bike, we aim to effortlessly eliminate its background. Double-clicking on the image accesses the image panel. Navigate to the Mask section and select the new AI masking tool in Filmora 13. Fine-tune the preview window to your preference. Making background removal from challenging images a breeze. With the new AI masking tool, I effortlessly create a precise selection around the bike. In just a few seconds, we have a clean selection around the bike, a task that would be daunting with the pen tool. Unlike the pen tool, where each point requires meticulous placement, the AI masking tool enables rapid background removal for even the most challenging subjects. Now, if desired, I can save this image in PNG format. A simple click on the snapshot button below the player. The PNG image of the bike is now available in the media. Ready to be dragged and dropped onto the timeline for use. Let me illustrate a comparison of the pen tool and AI masking tool through another example. I drag and drop a video onto the timeline featuring mountains, sky, and sea. Using the pen tool, I attempt to remove the area outside the mountains by placing multiple points around them. While the background is removed, the level of detail isn't as refined as the AI masking tool. Discarding the pen tool selection, I opt for the AI masking tool again. This time, I create a selection around the mountain area. The difference in detail, ease of use, and speed between the pen tool and AI masking tool becomes apparent. The selection made with the AI masking tool showcases remarkable detail. If you encounter an area where the selection isn't accurate, worry not, corrections are straightforward. Click on the misaligned point, drag it to the correct position, or delete any extra point with a simple press of the delete button. For further adjustments, a double click on the video takes you to the mask section. Here, you can fine-tune the extent of the AI mask, adjust the blur strength, and set the mask opacity. Additionally, the mask path feature allows you to track the mask onto the next 20-second clip. By clicking the play button in front of the path, the motion tracking process initiates. It's worth noting that if there's minimal movement in the video, the mask path tracking results in a strong and accurate tracking outcome. I'll delete this mask path for now. Below that, there's the invert mask option. Activating this option reverses the mask. Within the masking section, there are a few settings that you can leverage to enhance any masking effects. Now, if you wish, you can drag and drop any video or image into its background. This allows you to incorporate valuable masking effects into your project. Let's tidy up by splitting and deleting these two videos, as we don't need the extra parts. Now, let me demonstrate how you can blur black or empty areas in the background of any video. As you can see, I've added a video to the timeline. However, there's an empty black area at the top and bottom. We want to blur it to ensure it aligns seamlessly with our project. The simple solution is to double-click on this video, go to the video panel, and click on the basic section. Scroll down, and toggle on the background option. By enabling this option, the empty background areas are blurred. Disabling it brings back the empty area in black. I'll keep the background option on. You'll also notice the background type box below the button. If, instead of blur, we choose color, we can add any color to the empty area. You can pick a color using the picker tool. 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 However, I prefer the basic blur option. Below that, you can choose the level of blur. I'll set it to 60%. There's also the Auto Enhance option, which optimizes the video footage. If your video is blurry or of lower quality, turning on Auto Enhance adds HD enhancement. You can adjust the level of auto enhancement according to your video. Further down, you have the option to add a shadow. And you can select the shadow type, default, soft, tilted, or projection. I usually recommend the default type, especially for videos or pictures that are neither too large nor too small. For instance, I'll drag and drop a picture onto the timeline and experiment with different drop shadow types. This effect can be quite useful, especially when you need to add a drop shadow. You can fine-tune various drop shadow settings like angle, color, distance, blur, and opacity based on your picture or video.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side.
There's room for creating many more subtle effects. Scroll up and navigate to the compositing option. Experiment with different blending modes in the blending mode box to find the one that complements your footage the best. You have complete freedom to use and customize these options. Adjust the blending mode's opacity to control the transparency of the footage. Within the Transform tab, you'll find options for scale, position, rotation, and flip. Currently, I'll demonstrate how these tools work and how you can utilize them. These are the tools that contribute to the perfection of our editing. Whether you need to rotate footage or flip it differently, you can meet all these requirements here. Here's our Keyframe Graph Editor panel, a tool for managing keyframes effectively. Let me explain what keyframes are and how they function. Keyframes act like checkpoints in your video animation, guiding your video editing software on how to move and alter your video elements over time. They're crucial for creating smooth transitions and captivating effects. I hope you now grasp the purpose and operation of keyframes. The playhead you see within the keyframe panel operates similarly to the playhead on the timeline. Position the playhead where you want the animation to start. Then, within the Transform tab, you'll find the keyframe options. I recommend clicking the keyframe button under Transform at the top. This will add scale, position, and rotation keyframes all at once. After adjusting values in the first keyframe, move the playhead a bit further for the second keyframe animation. Once you've moved the playhead, adjust the values for the second keyframe. It's crucial to keep the values in both keyframes different to create the animation. If both keyframes have the same values, there will be no animation. As an example, I'll simply reset the keyframes to alter the values for my second keyframe. Later on, you can modify any keyframe values as needed. After adjusting the values for both keyframes, your resulting animation will come to life. For smoother animations, head to the Keyframes panel. Utilize Ease In and Ease Out options for selected keyframes to enhance the professional and smooth look of your animation. If you want to hide a track, simply click the eye icon on the track. This action will conceal your track. To reveal the tracks again, click the eye icon once more, and the tracks on your timeline will reappear. Additionally, you can leverage masking presets available in the Masks section. Navigate to the Masks section, where you'll find ready-made masking presets like love, star, linear, parallel lines, circle, and rectangle masks. Let's say I opt for the love mask. Now, I have control over its size, rotation, and position, allowing you to customize the settings of the mask. You can edit it in a personalized way at any time. If desired, save the custom mask preset you've created by clicking on the Save as Custom button, entering a name for the mask, and clicking OK. As you can see, I saved this mask, and it's now available in the masking presets. You can apply this mask to any of your footage with just one click. In addition to this, there are other masking presets that you can explore and use based on your masking needs. These masking presets and tools cater to all your requirements for creating various masking effects. In the mask section, there's a button to import your customized mask. You can import your custom mask by clicking on it, but I won't delve into that in this tutorial. I'll cover it in detail in the next one. Now, let's move on to adding AI image stylizer effects to your pictures in Filmora 13. I'll begin by dragging and dropping an image onto the timeline. Then, I navigate to the image panel and click on the AI Tools option. Here, I enable the AI image stylizer toggle, offering a variety of stylizer effects for your photos. Select any stylizer effect, but keep in mind that this effect requires uploading the image material to the cloud for processing. It will only be used for the generation of your current work and won't be stored or used for other purposes. If you agree, click OK to proceed. Voila! Your image is now transformed into an AI image stylizer effect. Keep in mind that a reliable internet connection is necessary to use these AI image stylizer effects. And the good news is that they are entirely free. Let me explore some AI stylizer effects on this picture for you. I hope you enjoy watching these AI image stylizer effects.
It's only gonna make me stronger. It's only gonna feed my hunger. Say the words, say the words.
Moreover, you can add animations to any image. To do this, go to the image panel and click on the animation section. Here, you'll find numerous preset animations that come pre-installed and are completely free to use. The animations I've demonstrated so far are from the preset animations. What makes this section special is the presence of a box where you'll discover options for preset animations and preset motions legacy. Now, let me choose the preset motions legacy option to unveil a plethora of high-quality, awe-inspiring animations for our images. If you wish to remove any keyframes, simply select the keyframes above the footage on the timeline and click Clear All Keyframes. Returning to the animation section, I'll now try some animation presets from the preset motions legacy on this image. These animations can be applied with just a single click. The best part is that all of these animations are free, offering you the flexibility to add more animations. I hope you enjoy these animations and find inspiration for your upcoming projects. After applying the animations, you can head back to the basic section to fine-tune its size and position. Here, you can adjust scale, position, rotation, and more. Furthermore, you have the option to directly adjust the scale, position, and rotation of any object above the player. This wraps up Chapter 2 of the Filmora 13 complete tutorial for beginners. I trust you've gained valuable insights in this chapter. Looking forward to seeing you again in the next installment of this course. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.